Welcome everybody to the Call of Duty Rec League, our second match of the night here on 6-star. We got the Maui Chums versus the Seattle Sloths here. This is a semifinals matchup, everybody, so make sure to tune in. And boys, this is gonna be a good one, CNK.
I mean, it should be big. I mean, one of my favorite maps for sure. This hardpoint has been a great one since it came out. I know there was talks about switching it up a little bit, changing the hardpoint rotations, but they wouldn't do that to us quite yet. So that's a good thing to see. But both these teams ready to fight it out in this P1. It's getting mixy already, but Maui Chums coming out on top just a little bit there, getting some of the time. But Seattle kind of bounce back, but Kalen gonna do a good job getting that final kill, getting that time on the board. This P2, hey, it's a pretty solid one, really easy to lock down as a team. You don't really have to worry about spawns or anything.
Well, I got some bad news for you, CNK. They may or may not have actually changed where P2 is.
I see P2 is in a very different location right now. This is slightly concerning.
Yeah, we call this the helipad P2. It's a little square box right behind P1. It looks like Maui Chums, they are in control of it for the time being. They're off to a very hot start here, but given the circumstances, you got to think Seattle Sloths, if they play it right, they might be able to push on in and break this one pretty easily, because this hill may or may not be insane.
I mean, Hawk about to do Tony Hawk skater type thing here if he gets this big kill coming in. But Seattle do a great job flooding in with 4 players. They get everything moving. Yeah, we do see a little bit different gun there. Striker 9. Always fun to see different guns pop out here, especially when you're in the semifinals, right? Definitely a time to pull it out, but the P3 about to pop up. Surely this one hasn't moved?
No, this one most certainly has moved. I would say this one is a little bit more understandable. I would say P4 and P4. Well, you know, the thing is, you know, they had to get rid of the pool hill now, didn't they? Everybody was complaining about the pool hill. So the pool hill, yeah, CNK, that one's gone.
I don't know. I was always a big fan of swimming up to the bar in the middle of the hill. My teammates are covering me, clearly not getting killed because obviously you don't die in the pool hill. But and you go get that nice drink with an umbrella in it, and you just have a nice relaxing time in the hill. You know, you're good to go.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of like this hill, to be honest. You got one team spawning up at that infinity pool area, and then the other one spawning at the bottom side. So it is kind of equal here. However, P4, I would say, is in an interesting spot as well, given the proximity to this hill. That's just my take on it. And similar to P2, it is a little small. P5 as well, I'm not going to lie, CNK. I'm looking at it right now. I would call it egregious.
Well, I'll find out when we get there. But P4 about to pop up. I see they did definitely move. Okay, that's a weird spot for that. I feel like that was going to be made and done central for a little bit here. We got a nice trophy down, though. Right now, Seattle, they've got a nice, strong lead of 6 points on the board right now. We'll see if they can extend that out on this P4. But Maui Chums, they're going to be the first ones here to get some time. Down by just a little bit. The pool still an absolute threat to whoever jumps in it. That is the problem. But Seattle Sloths going to counter back, get some nice kills on the board. It'll be a little bit back and forth on this P4, I think, all day on anyone who plays it. But Seattle starting to get some kills going their way. Maybe a chance to push on out and get some solid time here.
Yeah, and that team that is not in control of P4, if they're not spawning in the back, they're spawning out a little deep. They are spawning into like a fight angle, but it is kind of a trek to make your way back towards that spot. 25 seconds off on the clock. Seattle Sloths, they have most certainly snuck their way back into this game and have created themselves quite the lead here. P5 popping in 15 seconds. And CNK, I'm interested to see your initial thoughts on this one.
Well, we know where P5 okay, interesting. Okay. Not all bad here so far. We'll see how this one plays out. Seattle Sloths, looks like they're going to be the ones who get there. Maybe not first, but they're going to have the most number of players on. Okay, what are the spawns? Okay, interesting. The boys on Maui Chums trying to get something going, but Seattle Sloths pick up some nice kills there, up by 30, looking to extend it out even further. But Maui on time. They keep just kind of spawning close and getting on it. The kills going back and forth. But look at the spawns. I mean, it's kind of wild. But Seattle Sloths, I mean, doing their thing. They're on the timer now. They're turning, ready to burn these players coming in from Maui. 1 for 1 on the map. Some more kills should go their way soon. Peace.
Graphics, the one player to kind of watch here, as the rest of the Seattle Sloths do a great job of fighting for the control here. Maui Chums finding those back spawns now, but with 23 seconds left to go, we are going back to old trusty P1, the one hill that did not move on this hill. Let's see how this DJ area goes down. It is going to be, I would say, Seattle Sloths with the control for now, most certainly. Maui Chums, though, they are most certainly going to find their way back through this poolside area. It's going to be a fight here, and Splash, he's going to have to find multiple.
Splash ready to get it done. Picks up one, though. The Striker 9 is singing a little bit in the middle of the map. But look at Seattle. Once again, collapsing on these players, picking up the kills together as a team, and then getting on the time. But Maui, once again, very close by. They're always spawning in close by, always getting themselves right back in the fight immediately. This P1 always going to be mixy, that's for sure. But this Striker 9 is such an interesting like little setup we got going on here. Cool diamond camo as well, or maybe that's platinum. I'm not too sure.
Not too sure either. Maui Chums doing their best to fight their way back into this game. Give everybody a little bit of context here to how these two teams match up. This is the Silver Premade East division, and Maui Chums, they're sitting at 7-0 on the season so far. So perfect season up to the semifinal. Seattle Sloths, though, 6-1. So not too far behind. Just one little hiccup there in the season. You got to wonder if maybe it was against the Maui Chums that they lost their one game to. So potentially trying to find their revenge here. And they are off to a hot start. 163-102, up to a 60-point lead.
I mean, looking absolutely fantastic here out of Seattle. They do a good job hitting their rotations. And I just like the way they fight together as a team, the way they push objectives when it comes to like retaking a site and that thing. It looks absolutely fantastic. But right now, Maui Chums doing just that on this P2, pushing on in. The flood comes in, but just like that, Seattle picking up a lot of solid kills. Splash by himself, trying to get something done. Is going to get pushed out and taken down, but Maui Chums looking very solid on that site take right there. But Seattle Sloths trying to get another push coming together, and it's just not quite working out yet. But okay, I don't even know how to say that name. Traffic's probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's traffic. That's traffic. I'm having more of a problem with Axis.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Axis. We'll ask about it.
Hey, it's something.
12 seconds left on the clock.
Certainly a name.
It's definitely a name. On the other side, we got Hawk, Kalen, Saeed, and never mind. Recoil.
That team's
Sad-eyed.
Yeah, sad-eyed.
Yeah, that was my
Eyed. Sad.
Fight for the P3 currently.
21-16.
Having a
Pretty
great
solid
game so far.
start here, I tell you what. But Maui Chums needs some solid time here. Looks like this is maybe the opportunity to do just that. But Splash trying to push the back. Has that 4 streak in the back pocket. It is now gone. But just like that, Seattle Sloths hitting the respawns. They're trying to push right back up here. Traffic's trying to get 2 big kills there. Another big one coming in. Seattle Sloths with 3 right there. Make it 4 as Maui Chums wiped off the map. Seattle with a great little retake.
Seattle Sloths, that's kind of been the name of their game so far. I mean, when they have control of the hill, it's hard for Maui Chums to kind of force them out. And when Maui Chums have the control, Seattle Sloths are doing a fantastic job of using their numbers and fighting their way into these hills and picking up some big, solid time on the clock. So, one thing to look forward to now is Seattle Sloths. They have that pool side of the map in control. Obviously, this P3 in close proximity to the P4, so Maui Chums have a route to fight for it. Player 5 kind of spawns out deep, and Seattle Sloths, they find the kills. So, this P4 is going to be theirs for now, and Maui Chums, they're pretty far away.
I mean, realistically, they could actually win it here if they hold it down well enough. But Maui Chums, they got a player in the back. That player gets taken down, 2 down, just like that. Maui Chums might get a little frantic here. Got to make some money moves on the map for sure. Moving through the pool might be a little difficult, but Sad-Eyed does pick up one. Looking for the teammates. The teammates are not there because they're off respawn. But 2 come in, the team kill as well. Maui Chums, maybe a chance to make a play. 25 more, 23 that is, and this one could be over. But Seattle, the players are down. Maui Chums on this time, trying to just make sure they extend it out to another hill, and they'll do just that. At a minimum, we're going to another hill.
And that next hill is going to be that office hill, so it is very far away across the map. So you can see the Maui Chums, they're giving up scrap time. They are full bent on fighting for this office hill. It's going to be Traffic's the one player to fight through. If you want to stay alive, Maui Chums, you're going to have to take down Traffic's, but he's doing a great job of playing ratty. He might be an issue here for the Seattle Sloths.
I mean, what a spot out of Traffic's right now. Yeah, you're going to hit the back lane. You're dead. And just like that, 2 kills going the way of Seattle. Now, if you're Maui, these last 2 players alive have to be very efficient. They collapse onto Traffic's. Big kill there, but guess what? A couple more are going to be here from Seattle. They pick up 1. Maui Chums still alive in this one for now. The contest is in. The spawns are here. They spawn very close. They're pushing back in, flooding in as soon as they can. The reload from Splash. Everyone's reloading on the map right now. Maui Chums, though, falling all across the map. Ant with the team kill right there, but they're getting the time. 10 more seconds, and Seattle Sloths win map 1.
They're doing a great job so far. The teamwork is most certainly there. You can see the flood from the Maui Chums. Can they sneak on in? The kills are there, and that is going to do it. Seattle Sloths with a very convincing game 1 on 6-star. Looking like a championship team right now.
I will say I like the new rotation of the map a lot more. It's pretty nice. You missed the pool, though. Pool was fun to watch. But great job from Seattle there. I mean, the most.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, map 2, high-rise search and destroy Seattle Sloths with a convincing game 1, and Maui Chums off to a slow start in the game 2, I would say.
Who's that technically a first blood for? I'll give it to Seattle. But, I mean, massive first blood kill right there coming in from the propane, but Kalen can answer back with one of their own. Just like that could be a 3v3. Make it a second one for Kalen. Gonna make it a 1v3 now as Recoil picks up one as well, and just like that, all of them are gone, and Maui Chums pick up the first round.
Well, that was a round 1 for sure. I mean, Maui Chums, I mean, they got all the kills in that round. They even got one on their own teammate. Kalen with 3 off to a hot start in this game too, feeling himself.
I mean, great little bounce back from map 1, right? We needed a little dominant.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, Maui Chums back in the game. They are up 1-0 round count, so keep that in mind. We had a little bit of a reset after the first round of the game. No big deal. But they are up 1-0 in the search and destroy, but they are down 1-0 in the series. So this is kind of their opportunity to get their way back into this one.
Down for now, but Kalen, another first blood, was a 3-0 start in the previous one. See if they can get it going again.
Oh.
Hawk can get taken down, though. 1 for 1 right there, but Kalen pushing right on up, getting killed. The bomb goes down. Traffic almost gets the kill on the bomb planter, but Sada gonna get it done. Just like that, Maui Chums looking fantastic. Splash in a 1v3. Things looking a little bit tough right now.
It most certainly is. Maui Chums have come differently in this game too, no doubt about it. Seattle Sloths, they're kind of at a loss right now. I mean, they looked so good in that game 1. They may be a little bit, I don't know, drilled in the hardpoint game mode, but they're just not completely there yet in the search and destroy. For now, Splash gonna lose that round. Maui up 2-0.
I mean, Maui Chums doing a really good job in this S&D so far. I was a little bit concerned with the way the hard point played out. I thought Seattle Sloths would have a pretty big advantage going into this one, but Maui Chums, they shut me right up, that's for sure. But nice little 2-0 lead for Maui Chums. We're going to get them back on defense here momentarily, but here we go. Seattle Sloths down 0-2 on the map, up 1-0 in the series. We'll see if they can get a quick little bounce back here, get a nice round on the board on this offense coming up.
Splash with bomb in hand. Looks like the Seattle Sloths want to go toward that A site. They're going to have to fight through Kalen. Very solid smoke right there, but Sad-Eye going to pick up one. Kalen with the nade as well. Make sure you don't stare glitch that bad boy, Kalen, because there's rules against that around these parts. He gets right up, but Splash trying to even the odds.
I give you a pass on the stare glitch. It happens. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But Kalen hitting some nice shots right there. Things looking pretty good so far for Maui. Still up only 1 life, though. So Ant and Splash have to try to get the 2v3. Ooh, Splash on the outside of the map. Maybe able to make a play, but Kalen ain't letting anyone sneak through right now. I started out 3-0. Now technically 7-0, if you think about it. It's kind of insane. But Maui Chums right there, getting it done. They win another one. Up 3-0.
Maui Chums trying to speed run the map too. I mean, I didn't expect it to go this way, no doubt about it, but they just look absolutely solid in the high-rise game mode, especially off the back of Kalen. Like you said, he was 3-0 in that round 1, and now he's 4-0 ever since then. So he doesn't have the kill streak in his back pocket, but for all intents and purposes, he is 7-0. Scoreboard's broken, by the way. Everybody, don't forget about it, because I don't want you to look at that. Kalen 2-0. He's on a 4 kill streak, so obviously there's something going on there. Keep that in the back of your head. Maui Chums going back to that trusty old A bomb site. The nades are good. Let's see if they can execute onto that bomb.
Yeah, taking things a little bit slower this time, it looks like, but Seattle Sloths here in force, have a couple players ready to make a move. Traffic's laying down, ready to go. Not getting over aggressive here. Ooh, maybe actually going to push up. Maybe try to go for a pick here. He's going to peek on up. Kalen with another first blood before getting traded out right there. Kalen been a first blood merchant for sure. And Recoil falls off the map as well. Not looking too good for Maui.
Well, at least that bomb doesn't respawn in the actual spawn. It's just going to be right there. Big kill out of Hawk right there, but the trade is there. Another falling off the map. Guys, can we stay on the map?
Nah, that's too much to ask.
Double Clayster?
Oh, no, not the Clayster. Hey, shout out to him. He had his birthday like the other day.
Happy birthday.
Big man on
yeah.
right there.
That's my
he's a big doggy dog. What's he like, 35 now? No, he's got to be like 32 or something like that, right?
Even so, I mean, that is...
He's still killing it.
That is impressive.
Guy's talented. Guy is talented.
It's not like he's horrible.
No. Like, he still definitely deserves to be in the CDLs, like a top 12 AR. Still there.
You didn't have to say top 12.
Well, I mean, that's what it is to be in the CDL. Little 1v1
Hawk.
action. Maui Chums win it. That's well, when you put it like that, I mean, it sounds awful. Top 10 AR. I don't know. Like, what do you want? Top 8.
I'll give him a top 10 team AR with potential of, you know, I mean, this is a
There's
topic
movement
for
there.
another
There's
day.
movement.
There's definitely movement there. Anyway, switching sides, Maui Chums up 4-0 in the search and destroy. They're looking fantastic. I wish the scoreboard was right so we could see exactly how they're playing. Two people fell off the map last round. Let's see how many do it this round.
Yeah, Axes, though. This time around, not going to play the edge of the map. A little bit worried about that this time.
Might have learned his lesson.
Ooh, Kalen going to get taken down.
Gosh.
Not good there. Seattle going to
Guys.
get the first blood, technically.
Shots come in from Axes. But with this man advantage, you got to wonder exactly what Seattle Sloths are going to do. They're playing it so player 5 trying to make something happen. Ant is able to pick one on the outskirts of the map. 2v4 situation, but these two players definitely have these bombs locked down.
Yeah, the bomb. It's going to be a little bit sketchy to move this bomb up, but Hawk gets chowed out. He has to be a little bit careful here. 3 players trying to push him out. Almost gets a kill. Does pick up one. Going to make things a little bit easier, I guess, for Sad-Eyed, but still going to be a 1v3. Bomb should be planted here at B. Got to go through Axes, Ant, and Splash. So Sad-Eyed gonna have a tough time. AR in hand though. Ooh, almost makes quick work of the first one, but doesn't quite finish the kill. Gonna make things a little bit trickier now.
Shots coming in. Axie's gonna play it smart, run away. 30 seconds left on the clock. Shots going in. Another person playing their life. Like the way the Seattle Sloths are playing it fundamentally correctly. Nobody dying. Axie's cleaning that one up. Seattle Sloths put one on the board.
I mean, Sada just took like 100 rounds to the chest there.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
we gotta take a look into this body armor. Yeesh, he's putting plates in mid-fight or something. But
You know something we don't.
yeah, for real. But he's just healing up there periodically, it looks like. But nice little round win for Seattle. Now only down 1-4. A lot more manageable than 0-4. Like, it's not that much different, but it really is that much different. You know what I mean? Like that 0-4 versus 1-4, it's a nice little relief, right? Because you go down 0-5, it's a nightmare. But Seattle Sloths, now they've got a chance. It did win map 1, looking to try to have an opportunity here in map 2. Maui Chums, though, trying to tie it up 1-1. 2 rounds away from getting that done. First blood the way of Seattle, though.
We know the way that goes. Axie's trying to maybe bite off a little bit more than he can chew in that underground side area. Sad-Eyed evens the odds, takes down Traffics, and Axie's kind of in an awkward spot. Wants to make something happen, but not in a good position to do so. 3v2 scenarios. Recoil picks up Axie's. He gets cut down, and now this bomb, you can get this bad boy down if you can fight through Splash.
Splash does get a pick right there. Massive kill. Has to try to stay alive, though. Ooh, the bomb carrier taking some nice clean shots. Gonna be a 2v2. Splash just dive across, picks up Hawk as well. I mean, the dolphin dive kill is insane. Like,
No, that was
recoil,
insane.
now a 1v2.
I don't know exactly how Splash got that kill. I mean, I wish...
He dove from elevator in. I think he
dove from elevator to A bomb or B bomb and then gets the kill somehow. Recoil might be able to get this down. As I say that, he gets cut from that B bomb site. Seattle Sloths starting to finally get their mojo back. 2-4 now is the scoreline.
Shout out to Seattle Sloths, man. They've been making this a lot of fun. Splash is 7-3. A dolphin dive kill onto a site is kind of crazy. Like, that's a little crazy. Love to see that. Don't get to see that too often. Shout out to Shots. He almost got the dolphin dive banned. What a guy. You remember that? Like, that was going down like 2 weeks ago. Everyone was like, this is unfair. Like, one player's doing it in the league. But, all right. Now we got Seattle Sloths, bomb in hand. Is Splash on a 5-trick, looking to try to get that cruise missile, which would be very helpful in SMB. Look at the immediate chow coming out. A couple players down below. Kalen gets the first blood once again. First blood merchant over and over again. Is going to get traded out, though. The teammates trying to do what they can to help each other out. Hawk getting pushed, but Sad-Eyed is here to help. Splash with a nice kill as well. Splash with a double. And just like that, Splash on a 7-streak, and Seattle win the round. Hey,
Maui Chums, yeah, I mean, they're letting this one slip away from them a little too fast. Just a moment ago, it was 4-0, and now it's 4-3. And Seattle Sloths have a cruise missile in their back pocket. And, you know, you got to think on a map like High Rise, the cruise missile, so impactful. I mean, obviously you can hide in blue, but if you're not sitting in your spawn, that's about it.
Team in blue.
Stack the whole team in blue, give the rest of the team map control. It's like,
That's what it feels
you know,
like.
what's the trade-off here?
Yeah, 2 in blue, 2 in the back spawn, just sitting there shaking until the cruise missile hits. Ooh, ooh, splash. Ooh, splash. 9-3 on a 7 streak. Definitely the reason why he's making this comeback right now. But Kalen, another first blood.
I need some statistics.
For sure, that's
The
5
statistics
for Kalen.
for Kalen? I mean, 5 is a lot. CNK, no?
Might be 4.
This guy's
Might
jet.
Be 4.
This guy's dashing in, dash updraft, finding the first blood just every single round. Oh, slide onto Ant, but Ant picks up 1. The bomb goes down. 3v3 scenario, but there is an awkward positioning here. Player 5 and player 4 in weird spots between both of these. Traffics, though, he can't find the kill.
Travis doesn't get spotted out though. 2v2, make it a 1v2, which Travis has to try to win this one up against Hawk and Recoil. Pushes up onto the bomb. There's someone there though. Travis going for, he gets the kill. What? Recoil 1v1 now, nice and chill. Travis going for the defuse, not quite working out. Maybe gonna try to hit a quick again. Doesn't quite get that one.
I mean, grabbing the bomb a second time was a little bit overzealous. Am I wrong? Like, that was a little too much.
If he gets that, he's a hero.
He got a little too much dip on his chip. Like, Recoil is shivering in his boots that much that he's not going to check with 6 seconds left. All good.
He had a double upper decky going on.
Double upper deck.
You know the guy's cracked out of his mind right now. Oh, man.
He was feeling
Maui Chums up 5-3. The safest score line in Call of Duty history.
Splash. I mean, you got to invest this cruise missile right now. Especially on the offensive end. It's like, obviously, I was talking about earlier how you can win on both sides on this map, but I feel like on the offensive end, you use that cruise missile, you get the bomb down, and then you play from there. You do not want to end this game with a cruise missile in your back pocket.
Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be tough. Or dying before it's use it right here would be. Ooh, Ant with a nice kill right there. First blood going the way of Seattle. That's going to open things up, but Seattle is going to answer back and get one in Recoil as well. Now going to be a 2v3. This is the time to use it if you're gonna, because Maui Chums is 1 round away from taking the map. Here it comes.
Missile. Player 8, what does it find? Can you curve it? Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, it hit the crane.
That's tough. That's and the teammate's gone. 1v3 for Splash. If anyone's gonna get it done, this is the man. 9-4, looking to go 12-4. We'll see if he can get it done. All 3 players spreading out extremely wide right now, trying to make sure they can get as much of the map covered as possible, but still very close to each other. 25 seconds here. Needs 5 seconds to plant if they're going to make that play. Flash pushing up. 1 player close by gets taken down, and just like that, Maui Chums going to win the map.
Maui Chums looking absolutely flawless. I say flawless. They end up winning 6-3. They were looking a little not flawless there in the middle of that game. But besides those 3 rounds in the middle, they looked absolutely fantastic. Everybody from top to bottom, especially Kalen. I mean, everybody, here we are. Map 3, a dominant map 1 for Seattle Sloths, but then they flipped the script in the map 2. Maui Chums take that one home in some very solid fashion. Who knows which team we are going to get this time around. So this is everything on the line right here. 1-1 series, and don't forget, CNK, if you win the game 3, there's a 75% chance you win the series, no matter what.
That's stats right there. We've been stats boys all night long, and that's some good quality stat work right there. That's some John Bobble type stats. Love to see it. But Maui Chums, I mean, look at the time fly by. Stack the point word to Jims. You got 2 players on. The thing starts to fly by. 2 tick down, 3rd tick well on the way. Traffic's trying to move up. These guys are getting gunned down like crazy. 3 lives down for the side of Maui. Seattle, on the other hand, losing quite a bit right now as they're already down 9. The B point is gone. The A point now starting to get captured as well. Kalen off to a 6-1 start, up to a 4, making a 5 streak. Kalen looking for a cruise right off the bat. Seattle Sloths, there's not much you can do at the moment.
They're lucky that Hawk ran to the spawn. Oh my gosh.
What a clutch.
That's what we're looking for right there. Shout out Axies with the 2-piece propane kill. They do get 1 tick on the board over at A, and Axies, he's running into their spawn. He doesn't find anything off the back of it. Kalen and Sad-Eyed get some kills on the board. Splash, he shows himself. He is able to find 1, but that's about it. And you got Hawk on the pinch as well. The nade is there. It doesn't find a kill. The contestation is as well. This is quite the showing for both of these teams, CNK. Kills coming through, 20-13 life count.
I mean, the craziest part about the propane tank being the reason they're right back in this is that it could have very easily killed 2 of their teammates. It's just how it works.
No, fact.
Look at this right now. The side of Seattle starting to push back out of their spawn, retaking the map slowly. Got a player to deal with over here in Recoil, though. Most pushed up player 14. Just trying to be a little bit of a distraction, help his teammates get out of spawn. The lives coming a little bit closer together, but Maui still 16 and a minute and a half to work with. The capture of this A point is quite a bit. Recoil doing work as well, helping his teammates get out of spawn. Kalen up to 11 and 5, maybe more. I mean, who knows? We can't see it quite yet. But the side of Seattle, though, did a great job recovering, but now they got to be careful because only 7 lives remaining and not a ton of time. Only a lot of time, actually. Sorry.
And you can see that Maui Chums are lending themselves more to the TDM strategy at this point in the game. You see Sad-Eyed pinch underneath the map. He's got a kill right next to him he does not know about. But now the kills come through. He is able to find one. Second one right on the premises. He finds Ant as well. Those last 2 Seattle Sloths members, they're on that A point. So the rest of the Maui Chums need to fight for it. But Axes seems like he's going to try to fight underground. Whoa.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. The bunker system is where we go. But right now, only 4 lives remaining for Seattle Sloths. Maui Chums just trying to get on this time. They want to win via ticks, not via kills. But look at it. Here we go. 3 lives remaining for Seattle Sloths. Maui Chums stacking the point. 2 ticks down. The 3rd tick well on the way. 1 player close by. That's going to be Splash. Has to hop on it quickly. And that time's gone. They don't even get there fast enough. 6 ticks to the side of Maui.
Maui Chums look like a different beast since that game 1. They come out hot in the game 3. And they close out that first offense pretty swiftly, CNK, and pretty dominantly as well. It was almost swifter. If it wasn't for that propane, who knows what could have happened. So always blow up your propane, everybody. Make sure that all your ducks are in a row. Second time I've used that analogy tonight. But now Maui Chums on the defensive end. Let's see what they can do.
I think you might be onto something with that whole 6-star rotation difference and Seattle probably having more time on it. But Maui Chums, we'll see if they can have a dominant defense like the offense they just had. Seattle Sloths pushing up the map pretty quickly. Not too much contention quite yet, but Recoil getting that first blood is going to get traded out immediately. That B point is starting to tick down nice and slow. Traffics is on that, waiting for his teammates to get there to help him out. The first tick is going to be gone here momentarily, and Seattle trying to break out a spawn, though.
Jeez. Kalen with 13 so far. This is the player you highlighted at the end of that game too, and it has definitely come to fruition. You see Recoil as well, trying to play his life. He's doing such a good job as well. None of it on screen. Recoil does find a big 2-piece right there. Don't forget, everybody, the scoreboard is broken. I'm going to keep reminding everybody of that. Kalen with some crazy shots from long range. 14 and 8 so far. The life count very much so in the favor of Maui Chums.
Yeah, looking good. That's 6 life count. Make it 5 now. Oh, there we go. Some big kills going the way of Seattle. Those 2 kills could break open the map for them. Their teammates all going to get out of spawn. A chance to move on up here. Ant doesn't quite spot the player top heli. You're going to have to try to make a move for it. This player top heli, though, going to be nice and ready. Oh, Ant does win the gunfight, though. Does get traded out. Seattle Sloths trying to push on up, but Maui Chums once again starting to get some of these gunfight wins going their way. Ooh.
They absolutely are. They're finding progress on A and B right now. You see player 3 fighting for that A player, but Splash is able to pick up 1. Now Maui Chums have to decide. You see them flying at both points, and I think at this point you got to go toward A because B is essentially captured as Seattle Sloths stack that point. The propane doesn't find the kill. 4 HP. They do pick up Splash. That B point, though, it gets captured. Minute 40 left on the clock for Seattle Sloths to make something happen.
And lives are pretty much even. Only a 2 life advantage for Maui. Make it 3 now, so they start to cut them down just a little bit. But Seattle now, all their team here going to be pushed out of spawn. Maybe a chance to make a play, but Hawk just being annoying down below right now. They have to try to hunt them down, and they're going to do just that. Axie's getting a nice kill there, but they have to worry about Kalen, who's on a 5, looking for the 6. Where did Kalen go? Nobody knows. Splash going to hunt them down, though. Kalen gets the kill, gets the 6. Cruise missile secured. 21 and 10 through 2 rounds. And round 2's not even done yet.
Oh, no.
Another one on a 7. Hey.
Popping off for the team right now. Been the X factor from start to finish, and here we are yet again with the cruise missile in the back pocket, and that will pay dividends, especially in a game mode like Control. And does find themselves on that A point for just a moment. Kalen still alive, forced to maybe make a play toward this A point. You see Ant and Traffics toward that point, but they're ready for the pinch.
Ooh, we got to go right now. Seattle, the stack is in. Stack the point where to Jim's the 3rd tick on the way. Kalen got to make a move, gets taken down. The explosions come in. Some kills going their way, but Seattle Sloths still on the time. The 8 point almost captured.
Oh.
Traffics clutches up and gets the time to win the round for the squad.
I didn't know if Seattle Sloths had it in them, but they most certainly did. They even the score here at 1 in high rise always pays when it comes to Control. They find all of those ticks, and this 2-piece from Traffics was the cherry on top.
Actually insane. Shout out to Traffics. That's a massive clutch up right there. You never know what's going to happen if they go down and the other players end up having a chance to push up right there. Could get sketchy quick, but clutch up, so it doesn't matter. We're not going to find out the result of what could have happened because we know what did happen. Tie things up 1-1 on the map. Big first-round offenses from either squad here. Now looking for a second one here. Seattle looking to have a very strong defense.
See what they can do with it. The first blood goes their way, but 3 kills come the way of the Maui Chums, and they can stack that point. Word to Gyms, per usual. Flying up those ticks is the Maui Chums. Seattle Sloths, they're trying to find the kills, but Splash with one, traffics with another. They collapse perfectly, leaving Kalen the last one on the point. But now the Maui Chums, they may opt to go the other way.
Here we go. Opting to go the other way might be blue. We'll see how it goes. Maui Chums trying to get some time on the A point, but look at that. The explosion comes in, gets 1 for 1. One from either squad there from the propane. That's what you expect from that thing. You don't expect for it to be fair, but sometimes it will be. And just like that, Maui Chums now having to try to push out of their spawn. Get some progress going. A minute left, but look at Hawk. 2 big kills there. His teammates pushing up. Kalen getting onto the B point. Some help from Recoil as well as the stack comes in. Recoil getting some nice tags on the outside of the map, but Ant does clutch up the kill.
Almost 2 ticks on the board for the Maui Chums. The life count tied at 19 for just a moment there. Another push must come through, though. Seattle Sloths doing a great job of playing defense here. They haven't let this game get out of their hands for a moment. Maui Chums, though, you see them moving quick across the map. This next push is coming in now.
Yeah, Hawk on a flank right now. The push coming in from Maui. They pick up 2, and just like that, they're going to be in the hill. The B point starting to be captured. Seattle Sloths trying to make a little bit of a retake. Traffic with 1. Axes with 1 as well. Going to help things out quite a bit as the respawns now coming in to help out. The kills go the way of Seattle Sloths. They wipe them out. Maybe a chance to play some of these spawn kills as Maui Chums going to be spawning a little bit split up. 2 and 2 right now. And just like that, Seattle Sloths pushing up, taking full advantage of this. Only 2 ticks right now for Maui on the B point. Have to try to make some big progress on one of these points. Oh, here we go.
They're running out of time, but the kills go their way, so now they can jump onto that point. The last player remaining is going to be Axes, and he might not have time to play with here. You see the rest of the Maui Chums, they go toward A. You got 2 players over there picking the wrong corner. That's going to be Axes. Recall going to chase him down. Still Seattle Sloths around, 2 stacked on this point. As Splash gets picked up, that's the last remaining, and now Maui Chums, they're in the upper hand here.
Oh, Maui Chums making quick work of it, breaking out of the spawn. Now going to be up 3 in lives. Maybe a good opportunity on the A point. Is the A point 1 tick down, 2nd tick well on the way. Seattle Sloths, though, Splash, maybe a chance to make a play. He's trying to push on up, get some good damage down. Ant with a nice kill there, but Splash still trying to fight on the A point, keeping a contested. Is going to get taken down momentarily, but the teammate's going to be close by. Sad-Eye down to 5, trying to make it 6. Does get it done. That's going to be his 2nd cruise for Maui Chums. Sad-Eye is going absolutely nuts right now, but the clutch coming in from Ant as well. Sad-Eye punches up again. Sad-Eye is channeling everything, and he's winning it all on a 9 streak on the A point. His teammates pushing up. Axie is going to be the only player left alive. Gets taken down, and Maui Chums clutch it up.
I mean, that was unbelievable. We didn't get to see it from Sad-Eye's point of view, but we saw all of it from other people's point of view. I mean, that was a generational play out of Sad-Eyed right there. Just absolutely pulling a rabbit out of the hat in that situation. And they might have won the match or the round anyway if they lose that fight right there, but just to put Seattle Sloths in the dirt right there, won the Maui Chums that round in the end of things. Sad-Eyed 21 and 15. He's got the cruise missile in his back pocket, and he most certainly has to be feeling himself now.
I mean, it's actually crazy. Guys, 21 and 15. That 9 streak did wonders right there for him, but there we go. Some big kills coming in from the team as well. They pick up 3. Sad-Eye does get taken down, but Axie's running away right now, waiting for the teammates to spawn back up, just trying to be a little bit of a menace until that happens. Staying alive. It's going to be big for his squad. Some kills going the way of Seattle. Going to help him out just a little bit. 1 life advantage here for the side of Maui as they keep all the objectives nice and clean at the moment.
Ant picks up Kalen on the outskirts. That was kind of the late pincher play. But Seattle Sloths making their way toward the B point, working toward that first tick. Only 1 player on the time right now because that's kind of the way things have to be. You see Axie trying to make a play through the back, but Recoil on the top gets cut down. Now we got 2 stacked here. Kalen with a big Renetti kill right there. It's back and forth for the time being, but Seattle Sloths, they're still making progress.
Seattle does a great job on this offensive side. Recoil as well. Nasty.
Oh, no.
Not going to be too helpful. It sounds like a cruise just came in. I don't think it picked anything up, though. Kind of sounded like it there, but Now we're going to see some contesting going on towards the B point, but Traffics, I tell you what, wins a lot of 1v1s on the map. You see Maui Chums try to push on in here. They get some of the kills going their way. Now a chance to push things back into the opposite side of the map. But Seattle Sloths slowly pushing out of their spawn.
Slowly but surely, Sad-Eye trying to apply some pressure. He gets another beatdown kill, make it a 3-piece. I mean, he's on a 5 streak yet again. He finally gets cut down, so he doesn't find another cruise missile on the board. Kalen with the cruise missile, though, as well. 31 and 20, sneaky fire game from Kalen. 27 seconds left on the clock. They don't have either of these points just yet, CNK. Seattle Sloths are going to have to make a play sooner than later.
Have to try to get on something. 20 seconds remaining. The desperation plays do look like they're going to start coming through here. Moment. Dude, Traffics with another nice gunfight right there. Wins a lot of crazy ones like that. But now 2 ticks off the board at this B site, looking for the third. This extra minute of time would be very helpful because the lives are tied 14 to 14. Pops off that time. The cruise missile comes on in, picks up nothing. Axie's getting a very clutch kill for the team as well. The stack is in. Stack the point. Word to Jim's. Got to get this one moving. The B point going to be captured very shortly. But Sad-Eyed here. Can he clutch up once again? Gets a nice kill there for his team. Trying to loop around. Trying to get something going with the pistol. And is watching the angle. Sad-Eye's still alive, though. Maybe a chance. But the B point is gone. The A point, though. Maui Chums smartly trying to take that first tick off of it. Still about a half a tick there. But plenty of time now for Seattle to make a move. And the lives are looking good.
Yeah, they finally lean into the Seattle Sloths' favor, but Maui Chums, I mean, they are not a team to scoff at. They find 2 right there. They still have some kill streaks in their back pocket. Player 7 Splash, he kind of needs to retain this power position for the time being. Kalen, though, down here, he finds a crazy one with the Renetti. That Renetti is paying off dividends for Kalen. Can he find another one underneath? He does. 37 and 22, the main slayer for the Maui Chums, regardless of what Sad-Eyed has been able to do thus far. 7 versus 5 life count, 5 versus 5. These next kills are going to call the game.
Yeah, Recoil's got to hit some nice shots here. And with another big kill, just like that, Seattle going to be on the time. They've got an opportunity to make some big plays happen. Maui Chums 3 lives remaining, have to make some clutch plays. Kalen, one of them alive, though. This is the player you want alive. Picks up one right off the bat. Gonna get shot in the back, though, just like that. Only one remaining. 1v4. Kalen, can you get it done? Hops on the time, trying to contest just like that. Is gonna go down. That's gonna tie up our ticks completely. 6-6, 5-5, just like that. 11 ticks each. But I think we both know who's gonna take the defensive side here.
Quadruple offenses, by the way, CNK. I mean, not something you see every day, but I mean, High Rise does generate that sort of gameplay, so you can't say that you're necessarily unbelievably surprised, but I am a little shocked, to say the least, especially with how that round was panning out. Switching sides now, like you said, we are going to have the Maui Chums on that defensive end, but that may not be exactly what you want here with these 2 teams on the map.
I mean, I feel like whenever we get our first defensive win, it's always that round 5, right? You know, it always happens then. I'm just kidding. The grenades come in, the propane tank blows up, doesn't get much. 1 for 1 on the map. Both these teams battling it out. Remember, there's a lot on the line in this series. This is a semifinals matchup between these 2 teams. The winner of the overall series gets to move on. The loser is done. The winner of this map goes up 2-1 in the series. The loser is going to go down 1-2.
Kalen pops like 5 kills right there, make it 4. He's 42 and 25. Could potentially drop 50, which, believe it or not, wouldn't be the first time I've seen it on the Call of Duty Rec League stream. Maui Chums have been absolutely dominating this defense thus far. Seattle Sloths might be trying to do a little bit too much here since this is round 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, already down 6 lives right now. Looks like they haven't really made much progress. It's tough to break out a spawn when you're in a situation like this, but Maui Chums looking absolutely clinical right now on this defense. The team kill even comes in for Seattle, not looking good. Down by 8 lives, 16 remaining, 30 seconds. They're going to have to get a breakout going sometime soon. Seattle, they do have some very good, like, absolutely crazy breakouts, but Kalen picks up 2 more. Kalen's got to be close to a 50 right now. It's got to be insane. But just like that, Maui Chums, they're just doing a phenomenal job. Seattle with a chance, though. Splash trying to push up, gets taken down.
Gosh.
Like 13 seconds remaining. Kalen's pushed up at 46 and 26.
9 seconds left on the clock, and as Traffics gets killed, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make it happen. Kill onto Ant for Kalen, making it 47. Can he find another? He does, and that's going to be the game. The Maui Chums call the map 3 like it is. They find it on defense, and they take this map 3 home. Like I said, they rattle off 2 straight in this series. And like I said before, they're looking like a different team, and to put the cherry on top. 48 and 26 for
the
Kalen.
semifinals match point here. If they can close out this game right here, they're going to the championship. And they have looked absolutely electric ever since that map 1. But like I said, ever since the map 1, Seattle Sloths were able to take home that first 6-star hardpoint. So let's see if they can replicate their actions again here on this day.
I mean, so far not looking too bad. You got some guys like Travis making some nice early plays, but Kalen once again is here, getting nice and comfy in the kill department. Look at those kills going the way of Maui Chums. They pick up 4. One of them is their own teammate, but you know you got to do what you got to do. Can't give those up to the enemy team. Got to get them yourself. But Seattle, yeah, decent on this P1, picking up some solid time. But the P2 is going to be where we're looking at next. Maui Chums looking to try to take that P2 right off the bat. Seattle Sloths slowly losing their mid-map pressure as Maui Chums just take over the last few seconds of that mid, and Hawk is on a 5 streak.
Oh, Reed splash as well, but isn't able to convert the kill. Seattle Sloths are in control of this P2 to start things out, but big shots out of recoil to remove one of them from the map. Big shots on another one as well. The kills coming in from the Maui Chums. An absolutely clinical break from them. You can see them flying across the map now, but Splash has already found the first blood. The trades are there, though. Seattle Sloths are not ready to lose this one, though, yet.
Yeah, Ants with 2 big kills, they're going to get on that time. Maui Chums now a chance to pick up the last 25 seconds or so. We'll see if it goes their way. But Maui Chums pushing in from above. I think someone's laying right past somebody, but recoil with 1. Looking for more. He's got the sub and the pistol. Gotta have everything you need in the book. But Maui Chums, look, it's all okay. Yeah, well, Seattle Sloths is here still. P3 going to be a fun one, though. We'll see how it goes over towards the bar. Maui Chums going to be pushing on over there nice and slowly. And picking up some kills on the way, because why not? Looking for an early setup here on this P3. Seattle Sloths trying to break on in, but they're going to have to do that off a respawn.
And Seattle Sloths quite far away as well. Kalen gets some information as well, throws that trophy, make sure no nades or tags come on through. Should be able to pick up player 4. Bet gets some bad timing, however. And the first 2 kills make it 3 go the way of the Seattle Sloths. This break is imminent, most definitely. You see how far away the Maui Chum spawn. Sad-eyed left out to dry, and that is an absolutely electric break of the Seattle Sloths. Maybe going to show how they took home that map 1.
Looking good on the hard point. I tell you what, these guys have a lot of hours in the hard point. Hawk accidentally doesn't make it back on the map right there. Saw that earlier, and we see it again here. But Seattle Sloths looking to carry this last 20 seconds their way, and they're also rotated already to that P3. I mean, sorry, P4. Yeesh. I blew up. That's on me. But Maui Chums trying to push on over here. They're trying to move through the middle of the map now. Might take a little bit to get up there. Axes in the middle of the map. Now going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt here, because we're going to lose 2 lives right there. And just, I say lives. I mean, you know, a couple kills going their way, but Hawk answers immediately.
Maui Chums have had quite the difficult time getting the map control that they've had in the other maps. We saw a lot of it in the Search and Destroy and the Control as well. They could potentially be high-rise merchants, but I'm waiting for them to prove me wrong. Maui Chums picking up some hill time currently. Hawk, though, all alone. Finds the second kill seemingly on accident, but the rest of the Maui Chums spawning out so far. Sad-eyed is here, but has to cut down Axes. The rest of the Seattle Sloths are flooding. You see those shots from top mid. And now Sad-eyed left all alone. Big 2-piece out of Axes right there, but he's still got to deal with Kalen.
I mean, Kalen with 2 is criminal.
Oh
Make it 3, and Kalen just picking up right where they left off from that previous map. 18 seconds remaining, should be all theirs. I mean, still a solid push coming in from Seattle, actually. I didn't even realize that, but 15 seconds remaining. They're going to grab most of that, it looks like. But Maui Chums should, I mean, hopefully go for the rotation. I mean, Seattle's also on the rotation. I don't know who's going to grab that, but Splash is going to get caught out, and just like that, Maui Chums does have the P5 on lock.
And this is most certainly a hill you can find a good chunk of time on. Ant with a big kill right there onto Kalen to kind of open up the map a little bit for the Seattle Sloths. Finding another one as well. The spawns are so close, however, Seattle Sloths, they just keep finding these kills. Maui Chums, they do not have the reinforcements to kind of lock down this hill. And Seattle Sloths, another good start to a hill, passing the century mark. And Maui Chums, they haven't broken 70 yet. Things are starting to look dangerous for them. This game's still close, though.
I mean, looking a lot like map 1 at the moment, just kind of like a slow grab into that big lead that Seattle had, but now Maui Chums' little answer back there, get some kills going their way, gonna start grabbing some time, but once again, Seattle to get the kills they need to just keep things contested, at least at the moment. Hey, look at me, he's gonna climb on top of the bridge, just crazy. Criminal kill, that's for sure. But Maui Chums, they do get cut down, and just like that, Seattle Sloths pick up some solid time once again. This P1 gonna be a big one. Seattle Sloths, we saw them take a massive advantage in this one in the previous rotation.
See which way these kills go for the Maui Chums. Player 2, that's going to be Traffic's going to be the true issue for the Maui Chums for the time being, because it allows Seattle Sloths to spawn all around them and try to maybe pinch them in. Traffic's, though, slides onto that head glitch, and now not a lot of reinforcements to his name. Maui Chums are around. The nades are there. Sad-Eyed able to pick him up, but Axie's with the pinch, picking up 2 right there. Not sure if anybody has a kill streak just yet. This game is equal for the time being. Almost a tie game as Maui Chums finally get past that 100-point barrier. They have enough time to pass up Seattle Sloths for the lead, but by only a small margin.
Maui Chums, good little bounce back from the previous couple of hills they had. But Seattle Sloths, once again, going to break on in. We'll see what they can get out of that. Not much, it looks like. But the P2 going to be big here. Maui Chums did a great job fighting for this one in the previous rotation. We'll see if Seattle can keep that up here as well. Just try to prevent that pushback. But Sad-Eyed, don't let that guy get hot, because he'll come out of nowhere and he'll absolutely destroy your entire team. Went on a 9 streak earlier that was absolutely insane. Clutched up for the boys. There we go. Maui Chums starting to get some solid kills on the map. Seattle Sloths, though, answering back as well, picking up 3 of their own.
Maui Chums seem to be leaving some gaps open, and it has allowed Seattle Sloths to kind of sneak in these hills, because you can see from a slang point of view, it is almost exactly equal right now, and the points are almost equal as well, so maybe I'm saying too much here. But 30 seconds left on the clock. Seattle Sloths look, you know, prime and ready to get the rest of this time, and they have the avenue to fight their way back toward P3, but as I say that, the spawns flip for seemingly no reason, CNK.
Hey, shout out to spawns. We do what we got to do over here in Call of Duty, you know how it is. Day after day, we have spawn issues. But but Seattle Sloths picking up some nice kills there. They rotate. Ooh, okay, Hawk. Hey, happy word for a second. He wasn't going to get the 2-piece, but he got it done. And just like that, we're going to have a nice little rotation back to the bar. P3 ready to move. The boys are going to need a bar if the spawns keep happening like that for sure. But actually trying to make some magic happen and doing just that, getting some massive damage off, gets 2 kills, gets out alive, gets the team help as well, but Kalen trying to do something, gets taken down. This could be massive time for Seattle if they can hold this one.
Axie's is everything right there. Not only playing distraction, but finding kills as well. Being a main difference for how Seattle Sloths are in the lead they are right now, sitting at 24 and 17, 42 health seconds as well, so doing some great things all across the board. The difference maker for the boys currently. 20 seconds left on the clock for this P3, and this is crunch time, CNK. This decides whether or not you're a championship team, and if Seattle Sloths want to stay alive in this series and this season, they're going to have to close this one out and not allow Maui Chums to make a comeback.
Yeah, Maui Chums, though, I tell you what, they're in this one till the end. We know what they're capable of. Seattle Sloths, though, 60 more points, and this one will move on to a game 5. Hawk, once again, accidentally not making it back on the map, going to end up killing themselves. But just like that, Seattle Sloths picking up a couple kills on this early rotation of P4. Could be big here if they can get some solid time. Just getting to 200 points would be massive on its own. Maui Chums still trying to get a solid push together. Just haven't been able to do it on this hill. Seattle Sloths with a perfect kill box going on.
The team shots are there. The teamwork is electric, and that is why they are so good in the hardpoint game mode. It seems it wasn't just 6-star CNK. It's happening here as well. The cruise missile finds 2. Sad-Eyed forced to overextend onto that hill, and Seattle Sloths could very well get to 235 points right here. As I say that, Kalen pops a 2-piece. Hawk finds one on the other side. So not only do Maui Chums get the small amount of scrap time, but they get the rotation. If they want to come back into this game, which is a tall order, they have to do it now. And Hawk is all alone here.
Hawk is going to get taken down. Seattle Sloths have the advantage for the new hill. They're 35 seconds away from extending them. Well, 25 seconds away, away from extending themselves to a game 5. We'll see if they can get it done here. Some kills going the way of Maui Chums. Sad-Eyed picks up 2 clutch kills once again. Hawk and Kalen trying to follow up. They get the kills they need. Seattle Sloths going to be spawning out. Maui Chums have to counter this, though. 20 points in Seattle wins. Maui Chums need over 100. So this is a massive hill for them if they can get some solid time. But guess what? Seattle Sloths not giving up quite yet. They're going to be putting down some solid damage. Maui Chums have to try to answer this push coming in.
Kalen against the world right there. He's only able to find 1, and Traffic's with a big 2-piece to maybe put the icing on the cake for the Seattle Sloths. Recoil is able to find 1, but that's going to be it. 13 seconds left on this hill, and Seattle Sloths could still win it there for just a moment. Maui Chums are able to find the kills, though. And they're making their way back to that P1. You can see Seattle Sloths doing more of the same. Sad-Eye trying to lock down this right side of the map, but player 1, that's going to be Ant. As he gets cut down, it's going to be a battle for the hill here. Recoil is able to win it, but Seattle Sloths, they're not too far away.
I mean, this is where it becomes absolutely brutal. Maui Chums can't allow any time to be given up right now. They have to try to get as much time as they can. Traffic pushes in, gets taken down. The kills coming in flawlessly from Maui Chums at the moment. What they need is exactly what's going on. But Seattle starting to break into that armor. They pick up 2. I hear a cruise missile coming in from downtown. It feels like I don't know where that's going to land. It looks like, oh, that's going to be Axis. It lands off the map. Not going to do too much, but the distraction they might need to push on in. Maui, though, picking up 2 more kills just like that. The push comes in. 3 dead. Axis by himself trying to make a play. Picks up 1 on the time. This could be absolutely massive. Any second he gets his big is going to get taken down. But 6 more seconds and Seattle wins. Maui Chums have to fight for the scrap and the rotation. But this P1 to P2 roto is perfect to do just that.
Player 2, Traffics, is everything right here. Gives away his positioning and recoils, forced to react to it. This is the difference maker right here. Can Maui Chums find a wave of kills? And they do. They're on the point, CNK. This comeback is possible. The Seattle Sloths sneak on the point, and that might do it. 5 seconds left on the clock. The Maui Chums are forced to fly in, and the kills are there. The comeback gets shut down, and the Seattle Sloths send it to a Game 5 here in the semifinals.
I mean, that's actually insane. I mean, Maui Chums put up a heck of a fight there towards the end. No, I tell you what. That one looked like it was absolutely chalked. At one point in time, it was like 200 to like 130. And some solid time was going the way of Seattle.
All the marbles. Maui Chums, Seattle Sloths, Game 5 of the Silver Premade East Division. This one's to go to championship, or to the championship. My grammar lost itself for a moment there, but Maui Chums get the first blood. However, though, Traffics, he finds 2 to even the odds, and now we find ourselves in a 2v2 scenario. These boys are moving quick.
Now we got Hawk for the 1v2. Bombs going down. Maybe a perfect opportunity to catch one off guard. Now going to be a 1v1. Ooh, can't quite find that number 3 player. Ant on the map right now, over on the backside of this bomb, right where Hawk just came from. He's going to spot him out. Should get some good damage off and gets the kill. Little 1v1 action as Seattle win the first round.
And that comes down to Traffics with a big 2-piece to open things up right there. You know, it was kind of a head-on collision between these 2 teams, and Ant, you know, kind of just closed it out there. But that big 2-piece from Traffics really evened the odds there. If he doesn't find anything, that's a 4v2 situation for Maui Chums. Really turned the odds around for them, and to open things up with an offensive win is fantastic for the morale.
I mean, this is exactly where we got to kick it off. Especially because of what, in the previous SCD, you go down, what, like 4-0 basically. Like, that's tough, right? Now you're in a situation where you cannot go down 4-0. You can maybe go up 4-0 though. Maui Chums now on the attacking side. We'll see how they respond. Looks like they are opting to go towards the B side of the map. Seattle Sloths have sent their nades and stuns out, so I wonder if they've caught anyone off guard. Axie's got someone up top with him. Splash with a nice first blood. 2 first bloods in a row. Well, actually, it's still a split. I think Maui got the first blood. Yeah, that's right. But Seattle looking great. I mean, up 2 to 4 right now in lives, looking absolutely fantastic.
And this is kind of more of what we see from them in the hardpoint game mode. They've really turned it around here in the Search and Destroy. Maybe High Rise just is not their map. However, you got Axes all the way in their spawn. It looks like player 7 was onto it. That's going to be Kalen right there. The trade comes through, and Sad-Eyed now left in the 1v3.
Hey, if we got confidence someone can get it done, this is the guy. This guy basically 1v9'd a control hill, so definitely has the opportunity here, but not a ton of time. And getting shot up from literally everywhere does go down. And Seattle with 2 really good couple rounds to kick things off here to go up 2-0. Looking fantastic. Now remember, the winner of this map gets to win the series, and they get to move on to the finals. Absolutely massive plays coming in right now for Seattle as they go up 2-0.
Yeah, and a little context for the chat. I mean, you brought it up earlier. Maui Chums have only lost 2 maps in the regular season, or they only ever lost 2 maps in the regular season. I'm not sure about playoffs, but with that in mind, this would have to be quite the upset here. Seattle Sloths coming to play today. They were 6-1, so they were no pushover, no doubt about it. But going up against a juggernaut in the Silver Premade East Division, it is a tall task to kind of shut that down. They start out the Game 5 in the best way possible. However, it looks like Maui Chums, they're not ready to go down 3-0.
No, I mean, Maui Chums, we knew they were going to bounce back at some point in time, and this is where they get it done. They're up 2 to 4 in lives, but Axes and Splash still a chance here. They do got a smoke grenade at hand as well. Axis has that. Maybe an opportunity to make a play on this B bomb site with that. It'll be a little tough, but you see that bomb wrapping up and around right now. We'll see how they opt to take this. But 45 seconds remaining. Plenty of time to make a decision. You're just going to have to collapse quickly. But you need a pick to make something happen.
See if Axie can find the gap. He does not. Now it's going to be Splash left all alone. A flawless round for the Maui Chums, which is kind of something they needed in order to sneak back into this game, making it 2-1 now. They close out that defense. Now let's see if they can even the odds here by taking home an offense. That's kind of what they need to do. I mean, if you don't win an offense, it's going to be it might be impossible to close out this game, CNK, given the math. I think Maui Chums, though, we know they got shooters on their team. Seattle Sloths, though, the teamwork is just kind of hard to deal with at times.
And Karachi's definitely a map where that teamwork is going to come in handy. That's for sure. High rise, you can get away with a little bit of cowboy, you know what, but here on Karachi makes things a lot more difficult. But Maui Chums hard charging their way over towards the A bomb site here. Only 2 players to beat out to get this one done. One player going to push up really close to recoil, trying to hit some shots back. First blood to the side of Seattle, but an immediate trade. But look at Traffic trying to push on up, gets taken down, gets a little too aggressive. Seattle now going to be the 2v3 disadvantage. Maui Chums getting that bomb down immediately.
And player 2 pick up Sad-Eyed right here. That's kind of the game changer right here. It's going to be Axies versus Sad-Eyed, and Sad-Eyed gets out with his life. Now Axies and Splash, they got a tall order on their hands. That bomb is down and that timer is ticking. All of these Maui Chums members are in and around this red area. So you're going to have to make something happen if you're a Seattle Sloths member. Splash opting to jump on in here. Can you find anything? You're going to see Kalen right there, but the team shots are there, so it's going to be Axies against the world, and all 3 Maui Chums are challenging you. Maui Chums, even the odds here at 2. More of what we're used to from the Maui Chums. They just need a second to get warmed up here in this Game 5.
Just had to remember who they were, right? You know, a little strategy talk in the spawn real quick there before they get this one going, and they figure it out real quick. Getting some rounds on the board was what they're looking for, tying things up 2-2. And this series is looking like it's ready to go all the way to around 11 right now. Both these teams ready to make a move for that. We've had quite the series between these 2 squads, but Seattle Sloths looking to answer right on back to that 2 rounds they just lost with 2 of their own, let's see. With a bomb carrier. Going towards this B side of the map for Seattle. See how Maui Chums counters this once they find out what's going down.
No information for Splash, but Hawk is trying to wrap out here. That might not be the play. You're leaving that bomb completely open, opting Hawk to just hold that from that top satellite area. And with a man disadvantage, I guess you kind of got to give up something and hope to find a pick here to even the odds. Traffic's, they're looking for a route to get on site, and Traffic's, he might be the one to find the gap. They still need to get this bomb down, though.
Traffic's making a move right now. Picks up a kill and just like that, the 2 life advantage. He's going to get chowed out by a Hawk. Hawk gets taken down as well. Now a 1v4 for Recoil. Seattle making it look absolutely flawless right now. Eesh.
Yeah, and Axis finds his way to like bottom alley area, and I'm so curious exactly how he ended up in that position, because it just didn't seem like, given the round, that he could have found that gap. But I mean, hey, he found his way over there. 31 seconds left on the clock for Recoil to make the 1v4 happen. Splash getting out with his life. Doesn't want to bite off more than you can chew. Recoil getting peppered. This round's impossible to win. Seattle Sloths seeming to still have the upper hand here in the search and destroy.
I mean, Seattle looking very solid so far as well. Ooh, look at the nice shots coming in from Recoil, though. I mean, not going to be able to get this one defused, not enough time, but nice shots nonetheless. Makes it a 1v2.
On a 4 streak.
Yeah, that's actually big. I didn't even realize that. Hey, guys got to stay alive right now. Help his teammates out with a cruise right there would be very handy on this map. But a lot of places to hide, but, a lot of info can be gained from that. Nice little 3-2 lead now from the Seattle Sloths as we're just trading rounds back and forth.
That's the way it goes. Seattle Sloths give up a defense, which might be something to think about in the future. Recoil, you're going to really want him to get toward that cruise missile. Be so impactful. Maybe not on Karachi, but in search and destroy, it just gives you so much information. It's like calling a UAV for 1 ping, essentially. Bomb's going toward A. I'm not sure Seattle are ready to hold it.
Let's just call that UAV, see how it goes. But I'm just kidding. Maui Chums pushing out the A side here. Ooh, Traffic's just barely dodges the stun there, but Kalen with the first blood, back to basics right there, basically. Kalen got like 5 or 6 of them in that first S&D. But now we're going to see Maui Chums try to flood through. Traffic's really just kind of like snuck up back through here behind the bar. Maybe an opportunity to make something happen, but Axie's also on the flank. The collapse now coming in is Seattle. Maybe an opportunity to make some massive plays.
Axie's trying to punish the gap that Maui Chums left open. Now they're forced. You can see them triple hitting through bottom mid alley to go toward B. Not the play I necessarily expected them to make, but Kalen cutting back through the map. I don't think Seattle Sloths are ready for this, but Splash may be, you know, smelling what the rock is cooking.
Trying to get an angle on the bomb side. Does get the first kill. Gets some nice damage off on the second player, but Kalen on the flank picks up one. Gets the second. Massive kills coming from Kalen. Now Traffic's has to try to make a play. Is going to make a play towards the back pillar, it looks like. Ooh, this could be an opportunity for Traffic's to make a play. Oh, I think they got spotted out. Ooh, but the kill comes in anyway. Woo!
Oh, Kalen gets spotted as well. You have the information. This round is not necessarily over just yet. Kalen forced to chow. He knows it. 14 seconds left on the clock. Traffic's, I think he's completely given up. Oh my gosh. I don't think the time was up just yet. I think Kalen kind of overdid it.
That was a classic Kalen play right there, just full send. And yeah, definitely
I think he thought he was on the bomb.
To defuse the bomb if they got the kill, but I tell you what, Kalen, I respect the chow. I respect it a lot.
I just don't think he thought that player would play it like he did, hopping off that bomb and going to the left. He thought he was just proning behind it and didn't want to, you know, make a mistake like that. Because, you know, in these game 5s, like, especially in a playoff format, you cannot be getting ninja diffused under your nose like that. But Kalen, 9 kills so far, now on a 4 streak of their own. So looking to maybe convert that. Maui Chums always looking to convert. 3-3 on the cards to go to round 11. Wouldn't you have it? Seattle Sloths, though, they're going toward A.
Seattle Sloths, the push should come in here momentarily.
Oh,
ooh, recoil going to get shot up a little bit. That's going to give the info. Callan getting a nice kill right there. And ooh, Splash getting taken down by a teammate. The trophy not going to help you out when your teammate throws the grenade. 2v4 player advantage. Now Seattle do get the bomb down. Recoil pushing on up though. Get some solid damage off on the bomb planter. But the bomb planter going to get out alive. Splash making a big play there.
both players in the bus. Let's not both do that, everybody. But it looks like Maui Chums are going to strike, and there they are, Kalen, with a big kill. 11-3 so far on a 6 streak. Cruise missile in hand, the difference maker here in Game 5. Wouldn't you have it?
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought Kalen would be the difference maker?
I could have guessed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think we all probably so. We had to guess somebody, right? Maybe the person who got 48 kills on the control.
That was a good guess.
I mean, massive series coming out of both these teams right now, but Maui Chums are going to grab. So they're going to grab that 4-3 lead at the moment, looking good. Kalen does secure that cruise missile, so we'll see when that one comes in. I'm assuming we'll wait a little bit. They did like to wait a little bit earlier on. We'll see how things go. Bomb in their hand, defensive round well on the way for the Maui Chums as they decide. Sorry, offensive round that is. As they decide to take their way on over to A.
I think they're contemplating popping that cruise missile. I'm not certainly sure. I was on the cards based on, you know, what they were doing, maybe just looking for some information, but Kalen gets cut down on that B side of the map. Now you're playing an uphill battle. First blood goes away of Seattle Sloths. We know what that can do for you. Maui Chums, though, they're forced to make a decision, and they have no map control currently. You do have Hawk going toward A, but there's traffics, and now if you're Maui Chums, you're in spawn 2v4.
Definitely looking a little bit tough, but recoil and Sada, maybe a chance to make a play here together. They've got 2 players they got to go up against here on this bomb site, and it's going to be Traffic, and it's going to be Ant. Traffic's going to get tagged up a little bit. Ant could be very much so aware of what's going on. Their teammates are going to cross over to this side of the map to help them out momentarily. I'd imagine. But Sada with an ace kill there, going to make things a little bit more even. Recoil was being chased there for a second, but he's just going to dive on down, tries to get the bomb planted. Sada now has to make a play, 1v3, grabs that bomb, gets shot in the back, and just like that, Seattle with a nice defensive round.
4-4 now. Well on the way toward the round 11. I'm just going to keep bringing it up. I mean, CNK, it's semifinals.
It has to happen.
It's playoffs.
Game 5. I mean, it's not even like interesting. You know, it's like, okay, let's just skip ahead a couple chapters. Let's get to round 11. On the other end, though, you know, Seattle Sloths playing it fantastic. Traffic 7-5 thus far. Can't see what the rest of their teams is doing, you know, from the stats sort of things, because the scoreboard's a little busted. However, this offense, I feel like this is a difference maker here, CNK. 4-4 now. Wait for the nades. Nice plays. Don't have a trophy to deal with that. You have to fight through Hawk here, but Kalen. Whoa, I was going to say, might be biting off more than you can chew in the middle, but Hawk picks up one underneath that bridge.
I mean, what a first blood, too, out of Hawk. That's absolutely massive for the team. I mean, when you're on offense on this side of the map trying to push out B and you lose a player right off the bat without a trade, it becomes so impossible very quickly. And I do believe they just lost their smoke player, right?
I would have to assume so. He had bomb.
Yeah, that's tough.
No, Axis has one.
Ooh.
No, it doesn't matter.
They lost their smoke player now. Now it's a 2v4.
They definitely lost their smoke player.
Hey, 50-50 shot right there. Not really, obviously, but alrighty. Here we go. Round 9, well on the way right now. Maui Chums with a massive advantage when it comes to player count-wise, and they're all just stalled up waiting for something to go down. Ant sneaks through the middle of the map, trying to make a play right now. Should get spotted momentarily here. I say momentarily. No one's really looking. But some gunshots go down. Traffic's with a big kill there. Going to make things a little bit more even for their team. Have to get this bomb down, though. It takes 5 seconds to plant. The bomb starts going down. Maui Chums collapsing on this bomb site. Pockets taken down. Side-eye with a double kill, though. And just like that, Maui Chums win the round, bringing us to a round 10.
Picking the timing to collapse, they picked it perfectly. They know the timer was ticking down. In the 2v4 situation, you play your numbers, and that is exactly what the Maui Chums did. And is able to find one. So, I mean, if he's in a different spot, obviously, maybe it's a different situation. But, I mean, that bomb being down is so awkward. And like you said, CNK, finding that first blood is so crucial to the Maui Chums round. If Seattle Sloths, you know, have a 4v4 situation, their things definitely go very differently. But once that bomb drops instantly, you have all of that bridge control. It's almost a wrap. Maui Chums at semifinals point to go toward the championship. 1 round away from heading there. The juggernaut that is the Maui Chums. 1 more round. But it's an offense, CNK. It's going to be a tall task.
Maui Chums, bomb in hand. We'll see what the play is. They're going to be 1 player behind bar. They don't know he's there. That's going to be Ant. They practically walk on top of him. Kalen, the player you need alive, gets taken down. First blooded. Hawk with a nice trade, though. It's going to be a 3v3 on the map. Traffics, I love him getting aggressive. He gets called out, gets some good damage off, though. And just like that, going to be a 1v2. Sad-eyed up against Axes in Splash.
We've seen him do crazier things. 1v1 now for the victory, for the semifinals match. Get spotted, 8 HP, the wallbang is there. CNK, would you have it?
Ladies
We're going to a round 11.
Gentlemen, it's time for a round 11 semifinals playoff matchup. Seattle Sloths, Maui Chums. It's been a long series to get ourselves here, but I tell you what, the round 11 is in. The winner of this gets to go to the finals of the Silver Premade East Division. The loser, unfortunately, your season's kind of over. So this is an important.
It most certainly is. You got to wonder, Seattle Sloths on the offensive end. What do they opt to do here? Maui Chums, we've seen them dominant on the defensive end thus far. Can Hawk find a pick under bridge yet again? It looks like Seattle Sloths are going to go that direction, but Maui Chums are not necessarily stacking it. You got player 7 and player 5 in the default spots, power spots. Top, satellite, but that cruise missile, this is going to be everything. CNK, you get that information. Player 1, he gets called out, bottom church. That's the one you're looking out for. Big first 2 bloods for the Maui Chums, and now it's Splash just like that in the 1v4.
The 1v4 coming in strong, though. Splash, he's got the bomb in hand. If you're talking about a chance, this is the chance he's got. No stun, no nade, but he does have a trophy. So you got a spot to set up here every once in a while. Maui Chums, though, starting to slowly collapse on him. Make sure he's stuck in this box, and stuck he is as he goes down, and the Maui Chums are going to move on to our finals in the Silver Premade East Division. Unfortunately, Seattle Sloths are going to be eliminated, and all season long in the regular season, including today, they've only lost 5 total maps because they only lost 1 other playoff.